In that lecture I will cover the numerical part of uh, the based on circulation and vorticity. Circulation, it is the scalar quantity, and 2 times of rotation is equal to the vorticity. This is the line integration of tangential velocity component taken along a closed curve in a plane, discussed in previous lecture. Vorticity is the circulation. This is the vector quantity. Circulation per unit area is vorticity. Okay, this is the property of vorticity. Circulation per unit area is called vorticity, and it is the twice of rotation. Okay, the direction of vorticity is same as omega, that is the rotation, and here we see in the below picture, that is the uniform flow, uniform motion of the flow. That is the first one is the uniform flow. We see in picture, that is the uniform flow, sink flow. We see in our kitchen, source flow, center to outward direction, which is the flow is called source flow, and last one is the vertex motion, that is the vertex flow. In the linear motion of fluid flow, the flow may be rotational, but if the fluid is in circulatory motion, the flow may be irrotational. Okay, now let's come on the example parts of the based on the example are given here. Given that the velocity components along x and y axes are given here, that is the u is equal to minus times 4ax within bracket x square minus 3y square, and velocity component along the y axis, that is the v is equal to 4ay within bracket 3x square minus y square. Okay, we see in here, this is the velocity components. Examine whether these velocity components represent a physically possible two-dimensional flow. If so, whether the flow is irrotational or rotational. Okay. Therefore, in the we all are come on the solution part. Given u is equal to and v is equal to, that is the velocity component along x and y axis. Therefore, a two-dimensional flow will be continuous if the two-dimensional continuity equations, based on the continuity equation, del u upon del x plus del v upon del y is equal to 0. Therefore, now we differentiate the velocity components along with respect to x-axis and with respect to y-axis, which is here. That is the del u upon del x is equal to how much? That is the calculating, that is the differentiating with respect to x of the velocity component, that is the u, which is minus 4ax x square minus 3y square. That is the, after differentiating we get minus 12ax square plus 12ay square. Now differentiating velocity component with respect to the y, that is the del upon del y is 4ay within bracket 3x square minus y square is equal to the value gives out the value as 12ax square minus 12ay square. Therefore, now putting the value of del u upon del x and del v upon del y in the equation, that is the continuity equation for two-dimensional flow, which is equal to the zero value, which is shown here, comes out zero value. Therefore, hence the given velocity component represent a physically possible two-dimensional flow. Therefore, we can fluently say, or generally say, or here say, the given types of flow is to be two-dimensional flow. Now the flow will be irrotational if del u upon del y is equal to del v upon del x. Then the flow is called irrotational. Both the above two values are equal, therefore this value are called irrotational flow. Now differentiating the velocity component with respect to y and x, del u upon del y and del v upon del x, interchanged the differentiating coefficient. Therefore, del u upon del y is equal to how much, which is calculated and obtained here 24 axy, and del v upon del x is how much calculated, the calculated value is 24 a by x, and which is equal del u upon del y and del v upon del x is equal. Therefore, the flow is called irrotational flow. Now we come on now come on the next example. The example is given that the velocity component u is equal to x, y and v is equal to 2yz, which you see here. Examine whether these velocity components represent 2R or three-dimensional incompressible flow. If three-dimensional flow, determine the third component, that is the z component, velocity component, are determined with the help of both the velocity component given in here. Now solution part. Given the value velocity component in the direction of x is equal to how much, that is the u is equal to xy and v is equal to 2yz, that is the velocity component along the x and y axes. A two-dimensional flow should satisfy the continuity equation. Therefore, del u upon del x plus del v upon del y is equal to 0. Therefore, differentiating the velocity components with respect to x and y, because these both velocity components are x direction along x direction and along y direction. Therefore, the velocity components along x axis with respect to differentiating this velocity component with respect to x axis, that is the del u upon del x is equal to how much, that is the y, and the velocity component along y axis which is differentiating with respect to y, that is the del v upon del y is equal to calculated to z. Putting the both values in the equations here, continuity equations, we get y plus 2z is not is equal to 0. Hence, the flow is not two-dimensional flow. Okay? Because the equation, above equations, the above values are not satisfied the continuity equations, two-dimensional continuity equation. Now, for the flow to be three-dimensional, it should satisfy the continuity equations, that is the which is see here, del u upon del x plus del v upon del y plus del w upon del z is equal to 0, where u, v, w is the velocity component along x axis, y and z axis respectively. Therefore, putting the value of del u upon del x and del v upon del y is y plus 2z plus del w upon del z is equal to 0. Therefore, rearranging the terms, and we obtained del w upon del z is equal to minus times y plus 2z. Rearranging both equation and integrating the above equations, that is the w is equal to minus times y plus 2z dz plus f function of x y t. Therefore, w is equal to yz plus 2 z square upon 2. After integration we get here, and solving these equations we have minus yz plus z square plus the function of x y t. Hence the third component, velocity component, is obtained here. W is equal to how much? That is the minus yz plus z square plus the function of x y t, which is the solution, which is the answer of the above equations. Now we come on the next types of example. That is the given example is for a two-dimensional flow. That is the velocity components are u is equal to x upon x square plus y square, and v is equal to y upon x square plus y square. Therefore, determine first one is the acceleration components ax and ay, and second one is rotation omega z. Now we come on the solution part. First part, the given here a is equal to u is equal to not a, which is wrong here, which is u, that is the velocity component u. U is equal to x upon x square plus y square, and v is equal to y upon x square plus y square. The acceleration component, that is the ax and ay, we know that the acceleration component along x-axis is equal to how much? That is the u del u upon del x plus v del u upon del y. And acceleration component along the y-axis, that is the u del v upon del x plus v del v upon del y. Now we calculate the value of del u upon del x and del u upon del y, del v upon del x and del v upon del y. Three partial derivatives we calculate with the help of given the velocity component u and v. Now firstly we calculate del u upon del x, putting the value, putting the coefficient, putting the velocity component, that is the u is x upon x square plus y square, and differentiating with respect to taking the partial derivatives with respect to x. We get, after solving these, x y square minus x square upon x square plus y square whole square. Similarly, del u upon del y, putting the velocity component, that is the u, and taking derivatives, partial derivatives with respect to the y, which is here, and after the taking the partial derivatives we get minus times 2xy upon x square plus y square whole square. Again, the partial derivatives of velocity component along y-axis with respect to x-axis, that is the del v upon del x, putting the value of the velocity component v is y upon x square plus y square, and solving these, and we have the del v upon del x is equal to 2xy upon x square plus y square whole square. Okay. Therefore, next and last one, taking the partial derivatives, that is the del v upon del y, the velocity component along x-axis, y-axis, and taking partial derivative with respect to the y-axis. We get x square minus y square upon x square plus y square whole square. Now therefore, putting the all value in the acceleration equation, that is the ax is equal to u del u upon del x plus v del u upon del y, and putting the all values in these equations, therefore we solve these equations. Here we look at here and find that value, that is the x upon x square plus y square whole square, which is the, hence therefore we can say the acceleration along x axis is equal to minus times x upon x square plus y square whole square. Similarly, the acceleration along y axis ay is equal to u del v upon del x plus v del v upon del y, and putting the all values we calculate above, and putting the velocity and acceleration component ay, and finally obtain the acceleration component ay is equal to minus times y upon x square plus y square whole square, which is the acceleration component along the y axis. Now in the question we ask about, that is the rotation along z axis, that is the wz, omega z. Rotation omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v upon del x minus del u upon del y, that is the half of vorticity. This is the vorticity. Omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v upon del x minus del u upon del y. Now above we already calculated the partial derivatives of velocity component along y axis and velocity component along x axis, and taking partial derivative with respect to the y axis, putting all the values, and we calculate the rotation omega z is equal to how much, which is equal to the 0. Hence the flow is irrotational flow. The given types of flow is a type of rotational flow, not, it is the irrotational type flow. This is the complete answer. Now second one, second example, another type of example we solve here, that is the example we see in here, that is the, if the velocity field is given by u is equal to 16y minus 8x, v is equal to 8y minus 7x, find the circulation around the closed curve defined by x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 8. Now you see in the diagram, we draw a diagram, that is the closed curve, circulation curve, that is the curve is A, B, C, D. A point is y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. And second one is x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 8, which you see in the diagram. Here, this point and this point. Okay, this point and this point. 2 points are given. Therefore, in velocity field given in that question, u is equal to given here we see u is equal to 16y minus 8x and v is equal to 8y minus 7x. Therefore, a closed contour or closed circulation field here given here, that is the vorticity ABCD is equal to the integral of ABCD u dx plus v dy. Breaking the all integral parts in the terms of different sections. First one is the AB, BC, C to D and D to A. This is the closed contour. A to B, B to C, C to D, and finally D to A. It is closed type of a closed contour. And we write the above equations in that form, that is the integral of AB is how much, that is the u dx plus v dy, plus integral of BC u dx plus v dy, plus integral of CD u dx plus v dy, plus integral of dA u dx plus v dy, which is C here. Therefore, putting the all values in the above equation, and you see in below here the A to B part of the contour is how much, that is the 4 to 8. Okay, 4 to 8. A to B is the contour part is where is going on, that is the total 4 to 8. Okay, and the velocity components already given, that is the 16y minus 8x dx, and the component of v dy is how much, that is the 0, plus 2 to 8, which part, BC part, B to C is how much, that is the 2 to 8, and 8y minus 7x dy. Therefore, putting all terminology and the range is already given or provided with the help of integral, and after integration the all terms we get 16, and this equation we get. Therefore, integral of the first, second, and third and fourth values, putting the integral first when y is equal to 2, and second x is equal to 8, and third y is equal to 8, and fourth x is equal to 4, which is C here. Putting the all values in the above equations x, y, z, therefore the vorticity is calculated, and solving here the all components are solved, and therefore the value of area, the value of the contour is minus 552, and therefore area of the curve ABCD is equal to 8 minus 4 into 8 minus 2, that is the 24. Therefore, circulation per unit area is equal to vorticity upon area. Therefore, circulation is equal to minus 23, which is the answer of the circulation. Therefore, circulation is how much? Circulation is minus times 23. Now we come on the type of next type of example we see in the picture, that is a fluid flow is given by VR, that is the velocity component, radial velocity. VR is equal to 1 minus a upon r square cos theta, and V tangential, that is the VT is equal to minus times 1 plus r a upon r square sin theta, that is the tangential velocity. Therefore, first one, so that it represents a physically possible flow, and the second one is the determine whether the flow is rotational or irrotational. Okay, now we come on the solution. Given the value radial velocity and tangential velocity, with both velocity components are given here. Therefore, in the first part of the question, is the flow physically possible? Therefore, the continuity equations of along about the that is the polar coordinate system. Polar coordinate system is how much? That is the Vr upon r plus del Vr upon del r, which is C here, plus 1 upon r del v theta upon del theta is equal to 0. That is the continuity equation in terms of polar coordinate, polar system. Therefore, calculating the all values and putting these equations, we have the 1 upon r into Vr is how much? 1 minus a upon r square cos theta, plus del Vr upon del r is putting here, and 1 upon r into del v theta upon del theta is putting here, that is the minus times in bracket 1 plus a upon r square multiplied by cos theta. And solving all the above equations or rearrange the above equations, that is the cos theta upon r minus a cos theta upon r cube plus 2a cos theta upon r square minus a minus cos theta upon r minus a cos theta upon r cube, which all are equal to be 0. Cut it the terms, that is the these terms, cut out these terms, and this term both are cancel outs, and which is equal to 0. Since the continuity equation is satisfied, therefore the flow is physically possible, because this types of flow is this given types, the given velocity components is follow the continuity equations, and the flow is possible. And we come on the second part of the question. We see here second part, that is the second part of the questions. I ask second part of the question asking that the flow rotational or irrotational. Two conditions, rotational or irrotational. Let us check for rotationality, that is the vorticity. Let us check rotationality, that is the vorticity is given by you see in that equation, vorticity is equal to ohms is equal to del v theta upon del r plus v theta upon r minus 1 upon r del v r upon del theta. Okay. In the above questions, maybe some least mistake, that is the circulation. I can say about vorticity, that is the circulation. Okay, now correct it. Vorticity, ohms is equal to del v theta upon del r plus v theta upon r minus 1 upon r del v r upon del theta. Therefore, calculation of del v theta upon del r is equal to del upon del r of v theta, and v theta is given by, that is the tangential velocity, and differentiating with respect to r, and we get minus times a sine theta multiplied by minus 2 into 1 by r cube, and del v r upon del theta, that is the radial velocity, taking partial derivative with respect to the theta, and solving these, and we get 1 minus a upon r square into minus times sine theta. Putting the values in equations, above equations, vorticity equations, that is the vorticity is equal to minus times a sine theta bracket minus 2 into 1 by r cube plus 1 by r multiply by minus times 1 plus a upon r square into sine theta, and minus 1 upon r multiply by 1 minus a upon r square into minus sine theta, which is putting all these values in these equations of the vorticity. Now solving these equations, and we get 2a sine theta upon r cube minus sine theta upon r minus a sine theta upon r cube plus sine theta upon r minus a sine theta upon r cube, which is equal to be 0. Okay, therefore which all are cutting all, and we get the value is 0, hence the flow is called irrotational flow. The flow is which types of flow? The flow is types of irrotational flow. Now next one is the next example. We come on the next example, asking in Allahabad University, that is the velocity component of for a fluid flow are u is equal to a plus by minus cz, v is equal to d minus bx minus ez, and w is equal to f plus cx minus ey, where a, b, c, d, e and f are arbitrary constant values. Therefore we calculate first one, show that it is a possible case of fluid flow. Second one, it is the fluid flow irrotational. Flow is irrotational or rotational, which is asking about in the question. If not, therefore determine the velocity, vorticity and rotation. If the velocity is not irrotational, therefore we calculate vorticity and rotation in that type of question. Therefore the given equations, the given example we solve, and we come on the solution part. All velocity components are written here, that is the u and v and y, u, v and y with respect to the x and y and z components, x, y axes. Therefore first case in the question, possible case of fluid flow, that is the fluid flow is satisfy the continuity, three-dimensional continuity equations as del u upon del x plus del y, del v upon del y plus del w upon del z is equal to 0. Now taking the partial derivatives of given velocity components with respect to the x, y and z. Therefore del u upon del x is how much, which is equal to here del upon del x a plus by minus cz, which is equal to 0, and del v upon del y is equal to how much, which is equal to 0, and del w upon del z is equal to 0. Since the equation of continuity equations is satisfied, therefore the field is possible case of fluid flow. The case is possible and flow is fluid. Fluid is flow. Now therefore we come on second part of the question, is the flow field irrotational. Therefore for the flow to be irrotational, that is the curl of v, curl and divergence. Therefore here we take a curl of velocity, and that is delta cross v is equal to 0. Therefore delta cross v is written here in the modulus form, mod form, and we write here, that is the ijk del upon del x, del upon del y, del upon del z and uvw. Putting the velocity component, we have putting the velocity component in the mod equations, we write here, we see here, and therefore we solve this type of the above questions. That is the here curl of velocity is equal to I multiply by del y f plus cx minus ey minus del by del z d minus bx minus ez plus j component del by del z a plus b minus by minus cz minus del by del x f plus cx minus ey, which is all are taking here, that is I, j and k, and we write here that is the I within bracket minus e plus j minus c plus k minus b minus b. That is the since curl of velocity is not equal to 0, therefore the flow is not rotational flow. Therefore we calculate the given equation, the given questions, that is the vorticity and circulation. Here we calculate the vorticity, not circulation, because the flow is rotational. When the flow is rotational, therefore now we calculate circulation. Therefore vorticity is equal to how much? That is the curl of velocity, therefore minus 2 times cj plus bk, and which is equal to, we see here, that is the 2 within bracket c square plus b square. Therefore we say that the vorticity of that given types of fluid is 2 within bracket under root c square plus b square. This is the vorticity. Now rotation is how much? Rotation is equal to half of the vorticity, which is right here. And putting the value of vorticity in that equations, we have the rotation is how much? Rotation omega is equal to within bracket under root c square plus b square. This is the, hence the rotation of the given question is omega is equal to c square plus b square. Okay. Therefore now we can say about the all things we can say about vorticity and circulation, rotational and irrotational. If the velocity component vorticity is 1 by 2 of rotation, 2 times of rotation, vorticity is the 2 times of the rotation, but the circulation is the circulation is 1 by 2 of rotation. The vorticity is circulation per unit area is called vorticity, and it is the twice of rotation. Simple. And the circulation, it is the scalar quantity. This is the line integration of the tangential velocity component and taken along a closed curve in a planar area. And circulation is how much? Circulation is half of the rotation. Now therefore we conclude within these lectures some portion of the circulation, vorticity, rotation, irrotation, and acceleration about x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, all are studying in that lectures, and we discuss and we examine and some examples solve in that lecture. Okay, thank you.